Now, we haven't really met before today, so do I call you Mr. Lyon, Goat, Garry or Nathan?
Bruce, you can call me whatever you like.
You've got a few nicknames, haven't you?
Yep, for a simple country kid, I've been able to rack up a few. But Garry and the Goat's probably definitely stuck.
Have you met Garry Lyon much? Do you know him?
First time I met him was at the AFL Grand Final. He'd come up and gave me a big cuddle, which was nice of him.
We love a character in Australian sport, and you're seen as one. Do you like that?
It probably took me a little bit of time to come out of my shell, I guess. In international cricket scene, I was still learning the game, and even today I'm still learning it. But since Matthew Wade got behind the stumps and started yelling out "Nice, Garry," it seemed to it's definitely stuck and probably become a bit of a cult figure. So it's been interesting, but it's been great value.
And then a few years ago, you became the most successful off-spinner. You went past Hugh Trumbull with it, and the boys sort of rechristened you, didn't they?
Yeah, Steve Smith and Brad Haddam were in. It happened in Jamaica. Brad and Smithy being cheeky, they were just like, "Oh yeah, no, let's call him the GOAT, the greatest of all time." And unfortunately, that one stuck, and I've got little kids calling me that and down the street, up to grown men. So nothing I can do.
Hey, Nathan, you could be called worse things.
Oh, I have been. Don't worry about
that. and you're about 220 wickets on from there, so there you go. You've lived up to it.
I'm enjoying it. But yeah, hopefully there's a few more to come.
Oh, and he's got a wicket first ball. Yes, he's got a wicket first ball. What a start to a career.
It was a pretty good start to Test cricket.
Oh, I remember that game quite. Obviously, it's your debut and stuff, but one of the biggest things was I got told I was making my debut 2 days before, and I remember calling Dad, and I said, "Dad, I'm playing cricket for Australia. I'm playing the first Test match," and thinking Dad was going to be excited and happy, over the moon. Dad just goes, "Oh, yep, no, well, at least you'll play one game," and hung up. And I was just like, "Oh, OK, thanks, Dad." But yeah, then so they weren't there for my first game. Dad was out the back of Temora, I think, working when I took my first wicket with the first ball.
Good batsman you got out.
Yeah, he's one of the best of all time in my eyes. Kumar Sangakkara, it doesn't get much better. I actually thought the ball was going to be real wide. Thought, oh, no, it's going to be hit for 4 first ball. Didn't really know what to expect, but lucky enough, Michael Clarke was captain, had Ricky Ponting and Mike Hussey were unbelievable in offering a bit of advice to try and calm the nerves. And
you took 5 for what a start. Are you superstitious when you're on the cricket field?
Oh, yeah, I probably am a little bit. My left foot always have to go on the ground first, but there's a couple of routines that I do all the time. I'm not as bad as Steve Smith and touching 15 things or 49 times or whatever it is. But, yeah, there's a couple of little things, but there's nothing too much. I think that I just do it because I think it's worked last game, so it's just become a routine.
You've been known to lift the bails and change them, haven't you?
Yeah, a bit of luck. I've changed the bails over and roll them, so...
Catch! Yeah!
We're all fascinated by the art of spin bowling, whether it be leg or off spin bowling. It's the dark arts, isn't it? So is there something you're working on still now that you haven't perfected that would be a wicket-taking type of ball?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely looking to get one to go the other way, so then I can beat the bat both ways, both edges. So there's always... Cricket's one of those games where I feel like I'll never conquer, and I think I'm always learning. I'm still trying to get better in each and every day. So there's definitely a lot of areas where I'm still trying to improve my bowling. I still believe I can get better, and so that's a challenge that's driving me.
Could you show us how you would... So there's a shiny one. You can bowl with a shiny... So the normal off spin, just hold it so that maybe... What's your normal off spin?
So that's my normal off break ball. The grip, so it's quite, my fingers are quite spread there, and it's quite a firm grip as well.
How would you hold a ball to go away?
There's a couple of different ways. You put it more back in my hand, so back facing me, and flicking off the middle one. So that's one way of hopefully getting there. Or I can try and flick it off the thumb here to hopefully get the ball to go down like that. And if I land it rightly, hopefully it'll go the other way.
So control must be so difficult in that situation, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what nets are for. That's what I train every day for, just to try and get my consistency down to 80%, 90%, up to close to 100. If I can try and bowl the perfect ball every ball and challenge the batter's defence, and hopefully I'll create some chances.
Nathan, just the way you held that ball, you can see the pressure on your fingers and your hands. How do you look after them? I mean, what sort of pummeling do they take?
Well, during the Ashes recently, I split from that side about halfway through my finger there. It's healed now, thankfully, but it becomes quite painful. But the best way I can describe it is probably a singer losing the vocals, but still have to go out there and perform. But it's Test cricket, just grit your teeth in and get on with it. But I actually put lanolin, sheep's fat wool on my finger to moisturise it, to try and keep it a little bit soft. Not totally soft, but I don't want it to get real hard and real callousy. And then with the seams these days and hard balls, it seems to split quite easily.
You've got two young girls, 6 and 4. You're away a lot. I mean, not easy for dads, is it?
Nah, it's definitely not easy, but very lucky with FaceTime these days that you can see them every day and feel like you're there. Harper and Miller, they've definitely grown up, and especially being away for 5 months, it wasn't easy, but no, they're good fun. It's a great age.
They've got a little bit of an idea what their father does?
Oh, yeah. Harper's at school and she continually gets asked, I saw your dad on TV, or your dad plays cricket. But Miller, my youngest one, told me just the other night that she wants to become a cricket player and bowl spin like Dad, so it's going to be interesting.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is, but she doesn't really listen to me, so I'm not really sure how I'm meant to coach her, but we'll see how she goes.
You're an absolute regular in the Test team, but there was a time there where you weren't probably the first man picked. I mean, how did you handle that situation? And now you must feel as if, in many ways, that you're not on top of the world, but you're in a very good place.
I'm enjoying my cricket at the moment, and I have. But there's been challenging times throughout my career. There's been no doubt about that. And I think off the back of the Shane Warne, obviously he's an absolute legend in the game, and he's probably the greatest ever spinner to play the game. And for Australians to try and find a spinner, everyone thought that we're just going to be like Shane Warne and play like Shane Warne, bowl like Shane Warne. So I think I lived in Shane Warne's shadow a little bit, and it took me a little while to hopefully break through that a little bit. That's part of it. That's understandable. Obviously, you've got a legend in the game. There's been a lot of times where people are saying I shouldn't be playing and he should be dropped, he's no good, but that's all challenges for me. So if people say I'm no good, then it's up to me to go, prove that I'm an okay cricketer.
Well, you've given us a lot of enjoyment over the years. Keep it up.
Too easy. Thank you very much.
Good on you, mate.
Thank you.